like, just seeing DR representation at a tournament in general, I mean, my boomer self is always excited to see like these new countries represented, but DR has really shown up big. Capitancito, Omar, Sonix, Sharpie, all very strong players, and they've really made a lasting impression on the global scene. But Peabnut, hailing from South Carolina, another criminally underrepresented scene. He is the best player down there and has been for quite some time. It's going to be Sonic versus Mega Man, two of the first third-party characters in Smash, man. I still remember when Sonic got dropped, talking about boomer stuff. Like,
literally,
like,
what got me into competitive Smash, no lie.
Yes.
Like, literally, I saw Sonic and I was like, I want to play this character, and I did in Brawl.
Right. Someone that's not from Nintendo can be in the game?
Yeah, imagine. Even though Snake was announced first, it was like, what in the world? But yeah, these are like the OGs. These are like the dream characters we originally wanted to see back in the day. Like, dude, I want to fight Mega Man as Sonic. You know, these are like the dreams you saw like in Super Smash Flash or something, where it's like one of those fan-made games where it's like, yo, imagine if we could have these two characters fight, and now it's come to fruition. So here we go, Peabnut versus Sonix. Again, both players coming here trying with something to prove here, and we've been getting a lot of good players coming onto today's block so far. Just a solid, as we get further and further down into the bracket, man, you start to see the heavy hitters come out.
Yeah, and these two quite heavy hitters. Both their characters and as players. I mean, Sonic, that back air, that forward smash. You might not think of this guy as a killing machine, but he can be in the right spots. And then Mega Man, back air as well. I think really topping the list. And of course, the up tilt Shoryuken. So we could see this be like a slow burn set, or we could see some really early kills. So far, it looks like Sonix is content to kind of just play this super patient game, not go for any big swings, but just try to get it done, you know, with tight neutral.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's just been a punish game. It's been a hit and run. Just like if you leave the slightest bit of opening from full screen, Sonic's probably the most likely to get a punish on you. Just because that fast, grounded mobility, being able to have spin dash as well at your disposal, just have that active hitbox, the ball rolling towards you.
Fastest thing alive, baby.
Yeah, for a reason.
Yeah, so many good burst options. Dash attack, spin dash, right? It's like if you press any button trying to preemptively get Sonic off your back, he's just going to swoop right in there and make you pay the price.
But Peabnut's starting to figure this out a little bit. Took him a second in this first stock, but now he's starting to realize, like, if you just keep this wall of projectiles up, like, the lemons alone are really good at stuffing out spin dash. Like, I mean, this is actually a matchup back from Smash 4 that was actually a little difficult for Sonic to kind of deal with, right? It still kind of holds true here in Ultimate, where it's just like these walls of just like lemons and leaf shields and everything kind of prevent Sonic from being able to try to find a safe way in.
Yeah, and if those lemons were a problem when he could shield cancel his spin dash, imagine how much of a problem they'll be now when he's actually forced to let it rip every time.
Yeah, but now Sonix has a lead, a stock lead, mind you, so now the onus of approaching is no longer really in Sonic's favor, so now it's up to Peabnut to try to like close that gap. That was a sick conversion, by the way, the first hit of up air into grab. I always love it when I see that.
Yeah, first hit up air combos, definitely one of Sonic's cooler options, right?
Yeah.
Some people, you know, they're not the biggest fans of the blue blur in this game because he loves that hit and run style, but he's actually got some cool stuff at his disposal.
Yeah. He'll always hold a special place in my heart. I always remember that alternate timeline where MKLeo played Sonic. You know, remember like in the beginning of Ultimate, like the Invitational?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Wow, that was actually crazy. Can't believe that ever was a thing.
Yeah, right. I mean, the guy was like, yeah, he's fast, so he's good. You know, like. Got some good approaches, but now we see 80 to 82% here. Peabnut has yet to take this stock or find any sort of meaningful conversion against Sonic. All of this damage on Sonic so far has just been kind of like small little pelts, you know?
I can't believe that Peabnut was alive after a directional air dodge out and down from the ledge. Somehow still surviving that. But okay, Sonic's. Oh!
There we go.
Right into the down air. Okay, stocks are even, but a lot of work left to be done for Peabnut here.
So Sonic stayed in that platform for a little bit, and that got me thinking. Was it because he's just trying to collect his cool, or is it because the timer might play a factor in this game?
Oh, you know what, man? I think it is probably a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. 3 minutes left. 2 stocks, 2 very healthy ones in the case of Sonic. So yeah, I can't blame him for going for the timer. Honestly, it's part of the game. It's a legitimate win condition, so if you got a problem with it, take it up with the rules.
Yeah, honest to God. Like, I mean, that's the game, right? Like, this is the game that we all agreed to play. And honestly, I'm a fan of it. I feel like timeouts can be extremely hype, especially when they're close. But right now, Sonix is definitely dominating this so far. He's just got to play a little bit safe, and that's exactly what Sonix is starting to do for the rest of this game. He's going to play safe, not overextend in the least bit. When you got this big of a lead in terms of percent, you know, there's no reason to do it. But all of a sudden, Peabnut's starting to find this opening. That down air is very destructive against Sonic's recovery. And, you know, you have all the time time in the world to go off stage and go for that up B or just try to like stall a little bit. But if you wait the absolute longest, Peabnut will be able to react to it and then get that down air spike like in that first one.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty difficult to edge guard Sonic, but when you do it, it can pay off so much. Peabnut already reaping the rewards for that. But I don't know, man. If he takes the next stock, I think Sonix is going to really have to reconsider this patient, timeout-oriented style that he's going for right now.
He's gambling at this point, you know, like he's got a slight lead, but if he ends up losing his stock, it could be all for naughts, like you said. But it's like something that Sonic kind of has to do in this matchup, in my honest opinion. I feel like he doesn't have the luxury of being able to just hold forward with head empty against the likes of Mega Man, who just has so many tools in his kit.
Okay, we're seeing this delicate dance start to heat up just a little bit. Is that it? Yeah, that's a stock. Okay.
Oh, no.
Suddenly, Sonix, your plan might have gone off the rails. Let's see what you can do to even this one up. The strong hit of neutral air, even not enough to take it out there.
And now we're seeing the aggressive Sonic come out here because he realizes that he's on the timer, dude. Tick-tock, the bomb's going to go off in about 75 seconds. You got to make something move here. The onus is now on Peabnut. Just try to just keep Sonic out as much as possible while Sonic's just struggling. This is exactly what we were going to see, right? When Sonic has to play aggressive, look how much damage he's now racking up when he just has to find a way to just close out. Mega Man just has so many options at his disposal. And now we see the ultimate recovery, but unfortunately was out there for a little bit too long. Thought he could try to just wait it out, but unfortunately just fell down to his death.
That was tragic, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the very least, the game did not go all the way to time, right? We saw Sonix try to pump the brakes on that set repeatedly, or on that match repeatedly, and it ended up backfiring on him just a little bit. Peabnut playing a zoner as well. He's just not too far out of his comfort zone when someone wants to play that ultra patient game with him.
And again, I cannot stress this enough. I think this is something that Sonix has to do. Like that is his win condition. Because we saw what happened when he tried to play aggressive. Again, it's just so much damage. Like the little nicks here and there from Mega Man suddenly turned into an onslaught when he just tried to like get onto him, because he just has a good way of just keeping this bubble around him. So it's up to Sonix to just get like a little bit of hits here or there and just try to find these like slow openings and whittle down the mentality of your opponent.
All right, another very strong opening for Sonix. 15 seconds, 70 damage. Dude, are you serious?
Yeah, where was that last game?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
In that last ending. Maybe like there's a lot more focus on just trying to get the kill, which is a completely different ballpark of a game.
Yeah, also very true. I feel like, you know, Sonix started off so strong with a massive lead at the beginning of game one as well, and then Peabnut was able to just turn it back into his favor. It was really taking that second stock that made all the difference for him. We'll see how this one unfolds. Like you said, Austin, getting the kill and racking up damage, two completely different ball games. See if Sonix can maybe clean that up, find some kills a little bit sooner here. Just has to be more efficient.
Yeah, again, just a 109 to 42. Sonix just kind of chilling back, doing a lot of these spin dashes, because when he ends up going for these spin dashes or spin charge, he has the ability to be able to double jump out of them, being able to just go straight for the shots. There's a lot of mix-up potential that Sonic has in his moments when he's trying to go for these moves.
Oh, I love the application of crash bombs here in this game from Peabnut, using it as a landing punish. Also just adding it into the mix as a zoning tool, but there we go. Okay, big stock for Sonix, only 73% on him. Not the end of the world by any means. And if he wants to play that timeout style, I think this is a good jumping off point for it.
I love that moment there, by the way, when Sonix put the spring on the stage, like right below the platform. Sometimes people just spawn in without thinking, and then if you put the spring there, they waste their invincibility by going up. That's a classic tech. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, it's a double jump with that back air. Hold on.
You know, Mega Man could do it as well with Rush. So
yeah, they can do it to each other.
Yeah.
Like,
and actually, I think Mega Man's is better because it works in the air.
Yes.
So you can plant it right underneath their Angel platform and make them burn it all, Whereas Sonic, they got to drop down to the ground. That said, that's only like a minute part of what's going on here. I mean, these guys are just kind of taking these chip shots at each other gradually over time, but it's going Sonix's way quite significantly in this game too.
Like the instant just stop on a dime into a jab. Being able to just try to have that quick burst option to run right in front of your opponent, but he managed to finally catch that up smash out of shield. Saw an aerial approach coming out from Sonic, but the lead is still in Sonic's favor. No more waiting on that platform this time around, recognizing there's still a lot of time to play with here that you're gonna have to actually like try to just get a little bit more damage on the safe side. Don't want to like stab yourself in the toe like you did the last game. So
Yeah, exactly. And I think Peabnut trying to lay out the Legos on the floor, you know what I'm saying? Just
bit by bit.
Create a little bit of a travel hazard for Sonix as he runs around. But so far, it's working out quite well for our Dominican player here.
Yeah, Sonic's getting a lot of mileage off of those back airs for the kills, right? There's a lot of confirms that end up leading into that can really be very beneficial for Sonic. Whether it's like spin dash, spin charge, Nair can lead into it, down throw into tech chase, like you manage to just catch that. There's so many different opportunities for back air to be able to land off of any conversion.
Oh man, and every spin dash, that damage just keeps adding up. At some point, you got to stop the bleeding, Peabnut. I know Mega Man doesn't really excel in this category, but you do start taking some more risks. Go for some early kills, something like an up tilt, something like a back air edge guard, a spike like we saw last time. But it is, of course, way easier said than done. I feel like Sonix is just, you know, putting this match to a screeching halt, and Peabnut just doesn't have the offensive tools to make it happen.
Yeah, this is looking like a extremely slow burn where like Sonic is just going to be able to take this 103% off stage. Running out of resources here. Managed to use the crash bomb to his advantage to try to like create that opening for him to get back to the stage safely, but this is looking like pretty much a dub for Sonix unless Peabnut gets something really crazy going here, but he's not even going to get the opportunity. Double up air, goes into the spring. That's one of the things when you're fighting against Sonic is if you're super high vertically up in the air, he can still chase after you. He's got that up B, he's got that spring jump to be able to, you know, find you whether you're horizontal or vertical. You're not really safe against Sonic.
Right. Yeah, and that up air, while it doesn't have a ton of knockback straight up, if you're near the top blast zone, it'll get the job done.
Which Sonic finds himself in a lot of the time.
Yeah, of course, you do have the spring to immediately elevate yourself. So props to Sonic evening up the set, or Sonix rather, with Sonic evening up the set.
Sometimes I just like confuse the line, you know, like the line blurs a little bit. Am I talking about Sonic or like Sonix? Like
multiple Sonic?
Yeah. Bandit Sonic?
With an S? Yeah.
Wait, Bandit Sonic?
Bandit Sonic.
I'm already confused.
It's like Metal Sonic, except he's a thief.
Yeah, that's probably in the Archie comic somewhere. Would not doubt that for a second. Okay, here we go to Battlefield game number 3, Triplats. A little bit less room for Sonic to be able to run around here. This is definitely a good counter pick for Mega Man. One of the okay, hold on a second. He chased after him off stage. That was almost the stock. That was crazy. But one good thing that could happen here with Mega Man's counter pick here, Peabnut has the ability to be able to chill underneath the platform and just create this like anti-aerial wall zone against the likes of Sonic. That could be extremely beneficial for him. So kind of cuts off a lot of Sonic's approach options, which has been a majority of this set is Sonic approaching, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when Sonix makes those big breakaways at the beginning, it's Peabnut who's on the chase.
Yeah.
But it's just so difficult for Mega Man to feel like he's applying offensive pressure to you. And as good as Sonic is at rushing you down with all that speed, of course, I think most people know him for his notorious runaway game as well. And Sonix has no qualms about using that. This is a tournament. He came to win. He's going to play the most optimal playstyle he can.
Yeah, literally just so many things happening here. He's just trying to find his way back down. How is that still active? Oh, he went through the crash bomb. Okay. That was like a weird thing where the crash bomb activated on Sonic, but he was still spin dashing. Stare down?
Yeah. Yep, there's going to be a lot of that, bro. Okay. With the metal blade in hand, of course, Peabnut keeping that thing on him, staying armed, staying strapped, just to make sure he has a long-distance punish option, aside from the lemons as well. Just to try to maybe turn it into some kind of a, maybe not kill confirm, but at least a combo.
Yeah, anything. Get any sort of meaningful damage here.
Yep.
And another thing that like Sonic can struggle with here is to challenge the range, right? Because a lot of times Sonic needs to be up close and personal to try to, you know, get damage on the board. Meanwhile, Mega Man's jab is literally just a gun. So it has a lot of range. So like he has all the range in the world to combat against him. There's one good conversion. This could be the opening that Sonix has been looking for the entire time. Gets the forward tilt. He's out of resources and he is out of life. That is the first stock going away from Peabnut. Sonix putting the first blood on the board.
2 minutes and change down as well. I think Sonix is just fine with that, right? You play really fast and aggressive at the beginning, rack up this lead. Like, I'm starting to catch on. This is his master plan, right? Do a ton of damage. Draw out the first stock as much as possible.
Yo, don't spoil it.
Then when you kill your opponent, they are suddenly playing a very frantic chase down game against the fastest character in the game. And you know what? Even if your grand intention is not to time them out, it's still going to work really well at making them run their head into that wall over and over again. Keep taking chip damage from spin dashes along the way.
I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of players don't actually play to time. They're just playing with the timer in mind.
Exactly.
They're like, okay, listen, I have the lead. Therefore, you have to approach me.
Right. If anything, you're fighting the timer more than the other player is trying to use it to their advantage. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's tough, man. But, hey, there's no shame in it. And that's something I want to clarify.
A win's a win, brother.
Yeah, back in my day, we had this thing called planking. All right. I once grabbed the ledge 244 times in a tournament match.
And that was legal?
It was.
Remember that ledge grab, Luant?
Remember that? Remember that.
Only Meta Knight?
Yes, the player, or the TO instated that rule during my match against him.
That's
in which I grabbed the ledge 244 times. But enough about that. We've put that behind us.
Have we really?
Yes, I think so. Now we just plank on the stage with Sonic.
Yeah.
Or we get hit by forward smash. Okay, now 120% gap for Peabnut to close. And it's not going to be that easy, that's for sure. Got the crash bomb on him, yep. Just an easy shield. And Sonix doesn't really have to care too much. He can just spend the entire match disengaging and hanging out on the other side of the stage. He's got all the tools he needs to reset, even on Battlefield, right? We may have shrunk the floor plan a little bit laterally, but the addition of platforms does give Sonix somewhere to retreat to with his up B.
Yeah, it's like you got one of those small New York City apartments, like, I can work with this.
Right, exactly.
That's what he's doing.
It's just a kitchen.
Yeah. It's just like, it's a
sleep
kitchen.
on the stools.
It's a kitchen and a living room and a bedroom combined. The bathroom's a sink, that's where you shower.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's working with it, and he's happy that he's paying $1,200 for this stage.
1,200? Oh, somebody hooked me up with his real estate agent. That's cheap.
That is cheap, right?
All right. Either way, Peabnut still keeping the stock count tied here, and I think that's really what matters the most, right? You can maybe find a way to scam Sonic out of a stock. We saw in the first game, it was that down air, but this time around, maybe not going to have the same luck. Does die off the top right there. Things are starting to look really good for Sonix. 2 minutes left on the clock, 1 stock left on Peabnut. There's almost no position or no way in which he can drop it from this position.
Yeah, I'm already like calling it now. I think Sonic's got this game. Because, like, at this point, like, Sonix is going to have to overextend in some capacity for Peabnut to have to capitalize on getting a kill. Because, like, the way he's playing, it's just not good. That situation's not going to be forced. And even though Peabnut's going to have to try to go for it, and now that it's below 2 minutes now, 2 stocks to play with, has the ability to rest on the platform right after he dies, too. This might just be... This starts to turn into one of those games where it's like, is it better for the mentality to just, like, give up the game and move on to the next game with a fresh stock, or do you try until the bloody end?
And hey, man, that's just another strength of this playstyle, right? Is that you can make your opponent feel like they are mentally resigned before the set is even over. This is an even set, but does it feel like it? Hell no. Sonix definitely has the mental advantage right now. And what do you do from this position as Peabnut? Your character is not suited to rush down a guy like Sonic very well. Oh! Maybe you make some raw call-outs with an up tilt like that. Unfortunately, it's not going to kill.
He needed it to
kill. That could have been a huge moment in the set, but I think, maybe you just get that one out there and start to pack it up. Think about game 4 now.
Yeah, like literally that needed to kill. If Peabnut had any sense of being able to take this game, it was that moment. At this point, it's less than a minute. He already has 64 damage on him. I think this is a wrap. But he might just end him right now. This might just be over. Peabnut's going to fight valiantly, though, here. 45 seconds left on the board here. Sonic still with 2 stocks off stage, just whittling down that mentality bit by bit off stage. That's okay. He wants to be off stage at this point. It stalls for time. Finally takes off the stock. He's going to rest on that platform. And now Peabnut literally has 25 seconds to take this stock from 0%. Can he do it? I'm thinking not.
I don't think so. I think there's literally no way for Mega Man to deal 100 and something percent this quickly, especially when Sonic is on the runaway. So, yeah. Well, hey, if you're going to go down at 112, man, on the perfect line. Shout out to Ryan Lockwood.
Okay, yeah, we're just going to take this to a game 4 situation. 5 seconds on the clock. There's absolutely no way. Like, even right there, if you would have got that spike, like, Sonix would have been able to come back. They both just kind of resigned to the game. That's going to be Sonix taking away game number 3 as we're going to go into a game 4 situation. Sonix up 2-1.
And look, I'm going to be real, man. If this style bites at you, if this bothers you, you got to make sure you play a character that can deal with it. Mega Man, I would not put in that category. So Peabnut, if you've got a secondary, now is the time to maybe consider using them. The Mega Man, it was great. You got a game with them, right? But kind of a lucky break. I'm not going to lie.
Which is crazy, because I always like to think, like I said, I was speaking in the beginning, is that I feel like Mega Man wins this matchup if they're engaging.
Right, but Sonix, he has other intentions, bro, and I can't blame him, right? Because, if you lose the matchup in a certain style, why would you ever play that style?
So then it turns into, like, what character is he going to bust out? Like, what character can work against Sonic that can stuff him out? Maybe someone with a sword. Maybe someone that can keep up with the speed. But Peabnut is a Mega Man tried and true. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Just a change up in the play style. You can't allow Sonix to get that early lead, which we've seen all 3 games so far, by the way. Sonix gets that early lead immediately. So I think what's going to have to happen is that Peabnut needs to play safe from the get-go, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. No approaching coming out from Peabnut, just chilling that platform. So Sonix is going to get the approach, and the game plan is just going to, like, loop again and again. We've come full circle. Yeah, you got to cut him off at the start. That's really the most important thing, Austin. I think you nailed it with that. And if Peabnut is able to keep this close or in his favor at the beginning of the game, then that timeout strategy all of a sudden just falls flat, right? Yeah. And we'll see Sonic start to run into Mega Man, again, running his head into the wall and taking damage over and over again. So far, a little bit too close to call, 6-21, but these opening moments matter so much for the course of the next 7 minutes. I think the first stock is the most important stock in this game. Just in this game, period, but especially in a matchup like this. Okay, and now Sonic's trailing by 30%. Let's see how he's able to respond to this. Peabnut, he's no stranger to gameplay like this, right? You play Mega Man, okay, sometimes you get timed out by Sonic, but a lot of the time, you're the one putting your opponent on ice. This is not unfamiliar territory for him. Wow, spin dash punishing max distance lemons right there? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, literally. This character's good, man. And now all of a sudden, Peabnut finally finding himself with a lead in the opening start of a game. Let's see if we can try to close out the stock. This stock would be in paramount. Almost tried to call him out with that up tilt again. I don't think that would have killed at 85 on the bottom of Battlefield, but it would have at least sent home a message. All right. Now only 20% up, but starting to whittle that first stock away. Oh, no. Just that combo alone. That one more good hit, and Sonix is back in the lead. I think that's the scariest thing to see if you're Peabnut. And we talked a little bit about how their up Bs serve similar purposes. They also go like the same distance, so it's very easy for Sonix to chase after Peabnut with that back air offstage because he's just calling out that rush with the spring of his own. Yeah, you can kind of match your opponent's recovery, meet them halfway. Oh! And you can catch his landing right there. Okay, knowing that he wasn't going to let the spin dash rip, he was just going to have to land in place. Great checkmate right there by Peabnut. And that forward smash is good at option coverage, too, because I would have caught like a spin dash in. Hold on a second. That was absolutely scary. That was beautiful from Peabnut, too, knowing that he would get the drift, back hitbox on the Z-drop for the Metal Blade, and a down air as well for his trouble. And Sonix has, just so tragic. It's just literally a hair away from the ledge, and now we're back to square one with 2 stocks apiece. Granted, Peabnut does have a lead, only 37 damage, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to take that. That's literally just one conversion from Sonic to be able to even this up. Yeah, Mega Man not blessed with one of the better air dodges in this game. Does not travel all that far, especially when you want to use it upward as well. I believe that's something to do with his fall speed, but it might just be the way that his air dodge is coded as well. That said, Peabnut is actually in the lead here. We see 3 of the 7 minutes have now burned out off the timer. 2 very healthy stocks for each player, but I think as long as he stays safe from spin dash into some kind of aerial combo, or maybe like a throw combo that could be extended into like a juggle, then Peabnut is firmly in the lead here, up 40%. Yeah, Sonic can only take these little hit and run opportunities. Yeah, he took that dash attack straight so far, but still could not get any meaningful damage off of it. 20 damage still here on Peabnut. Doing a good job to keep away game. And any sort of like resemblance of combo coming out from Sonix, Peabnut's able to escape it. He had a little bit of an advantage there, but now we're slowing down the pace again. Yeah, I feel like this might go to time, Austin, and if it doesn't, it's because one of these players is going to just get so frustrated. Oh, or spiked like that. No, and he's alive. He made it back, dog. He went for the up B, air dodge upwards to get a little bit more vertical distance, and I think Peabnut thought it was over because he would have easily gone for a second down air. Yeah, Peabnut seeing red right there, maybe just shifting into aggressive mode a little bit too much. Oh, no, and now it's Sonic's in the lead. Oh, gosh, I mean, it's barely. Yeah, by 2%, you know. A couple lemons, a couple metal blades, or one singular metal blade could make all the difference here. But yeah, I think we are creeping toward the time limit on this one, Aussie. We might get 5 games, or Sonix might be able to slip into the lead. Seeing a lot of empty hops here from Peabnut. One thing you gotta appreciate is Sonic's control of his character. right? Like, okay, up smash, that's big.
It's not easy to run away for that long, that effectively, without getting opened up a couple times. There's no shot, and you Twitch monsters complaining about this being able to pull off the same thing. I'm just saying.
There's also like the way, like you see Sonic's like going for like these spin dashes, right? Like there's a way that you can go to for a spin shot instead, like that. You could go for like a little different angle. Like there's so much like minute details going to the way of Sonic's mixing up how he's going to approach with the spin dash or spin charge. And now here we go, even percents again, 2 minutes on the clock. This is probably going to go to time, but it just depends on who's timing out who at this point. That's eventually what's going to devolve into.
Hey man, if I could ask for one birthday present from these players.
What's that?
If we see a timeout this game, I want it to be broken by a decimal percentage. I don't even want a whole number difference. I want like 129.5 to 129.6 or something. Oh, but you know what? I might not get my birthday wish. I might instead get a 5th game if Peabnut is able to keep the runaway up of his own now. We haven't really seen him employ the style, right? Oh, and Sonix is just able to close the gap.
The birthday candles are back on deck.
Okay, yeah, it's very possible. All right, a minute and a half left. Peabnut, can you keep Sonix on ice long enough to maintain this slight percent lead that you have? Oh, nice! Dodges the homing attack right there.
That's exactly what you gotta do against homing attack. There's so much lag afterwards if he doesn't hit your shield or the ground, for or anything for that matter.
Yeah, blocking that move, definitely a lie. All right, a hard knuckle, down air, adding some more damage in favor of Peabnut. Okay, running gun, jump and shoot, man.
He's doing it
out of there. But wow, that's so much damage just off one punish from Sonic. Spin dash doing a ton on its own, and then the aerial to follow.
And that's literally the curse of Mega Man, just playing the chip game, right? Like just like finding stray hits here and there. Like it's not meaningful damage, but if he does it over and over, it eventually turns into meaningful damage. But just one slip up turns into a conversion from Sonic.
Exactly.
So it's starting to get here to the nitty gritty, Max. We got 40 seconds left on the clock, only a 12% difference. I'm not sure what the end goal is here. I think Peabnut might be able to take this game unless Sonix finds this one clean open. He needs something desperate. That homing attack could start us something here. Only 3 damage left. Barely avoiding that up air, and all of a sudden, Sonix takes the lead. 23 seconds on the clock. It's now up to Peabnut to try to make some sort of action going. He has to go for the approach because now Sonix is going to play the disengage game. He's got him off stage. Thought he was going to recover low, opted to go high. 13 seconds left on the clock. What's the answer?
Oh my God!
It's at 0.3%. It's up to Peabnut to try to get something to go here. Back here. I think that's it. This is over. Sonic's gonna be able to take this game and take the set 3-1.
Dude, we almost got the percent tiebreaker. I'm just saying.
It so bad.
Dude, that was so intense, and I know that was a long set to watch, but honestly, it was a treat.